the world to you.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
Welcome to Wolves After Dark. Timberwolves win 117-110. If you're new here, like the stream, subscribe to the stream. We're only 10,000 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. No, but seriously, Timberwolves win an ugly game. We just don't care. We just don't care about teams that are under 500. That's just what I think we all have to accept. We're just gonna try to pull it out in the end and just see what happens. That's all that's gonna happen. This show is brought to you by 4th Generation Flooring, as it always is. We're gonna get to the tier list today. We're going to talk a little bit about Rudy's comments before the game about somebody should pass the ball, talk about Kyle Anderson, and talk about the upcoming schedule. Awesome. Okay. And, of course, catch up on chat. We got some chats already. Carrot into the game, or at the game, but into the comments first. We'll miss the stream driving home. Got to say, it's really nice to have a bench where Bones, Nas, or Io can score 15 to 20, 100%. And that's just the move. And that's why I was a little bit more in favor of an IO move, IO level move versus something that was like a Giannis level trade or something like that. I would just much rather add a solid bench piece because I don't think, I think we're closer to needing just an IO to get over the hump than we are to blowing up our team to make it to the finals this year to get Giannis. It just that's just what it made sense to me. And also doesn't mean you can't go for Giannis this offseason. But yeah, no, I mean, just having 3 quality bench players. Honestly, we haven't had a lot of success from them all at the same time yet. Like Io had a good night tonight. But Nas didn't really have a good night tonight. And Bones, I don't even know what Bones ended up points wise. Yeah, it was only 6. I thought Bones felt really bad to me tonight. I know he hit a couple of shots late, but overall, I thought he was not good. But that's what you're going to get. I mean, Bones is a minimum contract player for a reason. He's been given up on by several teams. I'm not trying to hate on Bones because we all love Bones. Obviously, we've got, I don't have the merch on me right now, but no, we love Bones. It's just that we aren't expecting Bones to be able to give us 15 to 20 points consistently. But every once in a while he can do that. And now we have Kyle, so Kyle being there is a big boost for us as well. So really now I love, and Kyle played a ton tonight in his first game. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. So, slow-mo, the team just got 8-9 deep and we are a crash course for some Western Conference Final demons. No, I actually really do love the addition of Kyle Anderson. And tonight, it was shaky at times, but you saw the same Kyle and the same things that Finch used Kyle for previously show up 100 times tonight. How many minutes did he play? He only played 14. I guess in my expectation coming in was that he was going to get thrown in for like maybe 5 to 8 minutes or something like that. But he was getting used over and over again, it felt like to me. He didn't have many stats, but I felt like he played okay. He played pretty well, I'd say. And Kron is correct. Like the stream. As always, if we get to 50 likes, we'll do a giveaway. I was actually thinking if we get to 50 likes, I'll buy some tickets for Thursday's game. Or a game of, well, maybe not a game of your choice because some of those games are really expensive. I actually am coming home to Minnesota for the Pistons game. Not because of the Pistons game, just happened to work out and I got tickets for that. And oh my gosh. That is too expensive. But for real, if we get some tickets here, we will be, or if we get 50 likes, we'll do a ticket giveaway. So I almost didn't notice Ant tonight because he's normalized greatness. It's, I think at the end, obviously it was hard to ignore, but you're right. And that's why I keep trying to tell myself on these streams that it's like, we're not taking him for granted, but I want to make sure that we do not, because something like this tonight, I mean, any other former Timberwolves team, even just a couple of years ago, is losing this game tonight. Even last year's team is losing this game. But But no, this is, I mean, Ant's ability to just take us to the win. I mean, he's scoring 40 on high efficiency. It's just nuts. And honestly, he ruined his efficiency at the end trying to get 40. Nice W. Ant is HSD. Ant went nuclear, a transcendent performance. Slow-mo 2.0 is undefeated. I'm not used to being a contender. How the heck did we get slow-mo? Since same way we got Conley back? Pretty much, except just more extended. Because Conley was like, we traded him and he got traded twice. He got traded twice within the same day, and then we signed him back pretty quickly. Kyle was traded 2 or 3 times because he was on the Heat, right? Was he on the Heat a little bit, or am I making that up? But he was on Utah for a short, like, I don't know, it was a very short amount of time, and then he also went to obviously Memphis. So I don't know, Conley voodoo. It is Conley voodoo for sure. Playing with their food at the end, they nearly choked it away. Honestly, super uncomfortable. I really hated the end. And a lot of that was because we were like, even Jim and Grady, shout out Jim and Grady. Thank goodness we finally got them. One of the only times we're going to have them this season, it feels like. However, they kind of pointed it out. Ant's just staying in the game to get 40. We were up by like 15. And then they bring it back to what? Like, it was very close. It was way too close at the end. But yeah, we were up by 17 with 3:41 to go in the fourth quarter. And they brought it back to, what did they bring it back to? Does this show that? I don't know, but they went on a 16-3 run after that. That's just bonkers. That's unacceptable. If this was an A1, if this was a playoff game, it's A1 easy. Oh, 100%. But it's not. And this was like a super ugly game outside of Anthony Edwards. So, yeah. Having Io is the only other guy on the team who's capable of crashing. Dude, Io tonight, his speed and just, yeah, you're right, his downhill ability. He missed that one layup, but honestly, it felt like a perfect game offensively from him. I really loved it. And we said this last stream. I want to see him doing this all the time. Him and Bones playing that way. Finch is going to have to figure out lineups because he had like Slow-Mo and Io out there, I think, at times. And Slow-Mo and Io, I mean, obviously, that's kind of the opposites of each other, which is, maybe good. But I like to see the full speed out there for the second unit. I want to be tiring these guys out. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, Io and Ant would be hella defensive back combo. Oh my gosh, yeah, for real. Except Ant would get tired immediately. Oh, good Lord, thumbnail. Hey, I got to do everything. I still got one that I'm saving for a really, like, when I need a ton of impressions. I've got several. But we've got some clickbait coming on. You'll just have to wait and see. Nas doesn't have to be doing Nas things for the bench to matter anymore. That's true. We've been able to survive some bad Nas games this year, which is not normal. So, yeah, I saw Kyle not to be productive. No surprise. I thought he was okay. No different than last year when we played the Grizzlies. Got full court press, got tired, and we pulled away. Yeah, they were doing that. That was crazy. Like in the second quarter, it was like, oh my gosh, are they really going to be able to sustain this? Obviously, no. Oh no, please, no sneezing. WOD meetup. I thought about it. I don't know. If at the game, sure. If we want to all meet up at the game, I'm down because I'll be there. But I don't know that we can do something like a meetup for like how we met up at Tom's last time. That was super cool. I'd love to do that, but I don't really have that much time in Minnesota. So I don't want to be taken away from my family while I'm there. And I want to see my family. So, but we'll figure something out. Maybe we do something for the playoffs. I don't know. Because if there's a playoffs, I might come back. We'll see. I don't know. Imagine if someone told you in September that we would have Io, Bones, Slow-Mo holding. I was thinking about this after we get like, Mike, not so much, but it's like all these players coming back and trading for players. It really is. It's pretty bonkers. And yeah, Bones too. It's insane. Well, he sort of did because he missed like 2 or 3 shots there at the end. He was shooting super high efficient. And I mean, he still was shooting efficiently, but whatever. Whoa, I'm so far behind. Here we go. Oh my gosh, Grady, I better watch this one back. You better. Yes, you do, Bowtie Blizzy. Can I post a link in chat? It's to this game. No, I don't think you can try, but I don't know that it's. I think YouTube automatically does that. But if you send it to me on Discord, I might be able to get it there. And speaking of which, Nightbot, join the Discord. Also, link in the bio. Hello Tuesday or happy Tuesday, happy chat. What am I saying? Forget it. It's nice to have some guys off the bench that can produce a little bit when Nas is up. 1,000%. And you know what? Let's get to that tier list, which is brought to you by the one and only. You guys already know it. 4th Generation Flooring. We're going to hear from them, and then we're going to get to their to the tier list and get on with the rest of the stream. This episode of Wolves After Dark and this tier list are brought to you by 4th Generation Flooring, a local family-run business and a Wolves After Dark member with 4 generations of experience in carpet and vinyl flooring, 1 skilled crew, careful furniture moving, and competitive pricing on quality stocked products, plus access to a huge special order showroom. 4th Generation Flooring, quality work done right. Boom. Tier list. And Pug, you sent me the link. Might be able to take a look at that too. I got to open up Discord though, and hopefully that doesn't completely bork my computer. The electrical in my apartment is concerning. And I think that when the stream borked out that one day, it was because of that. Here, let's pull this up here. Oops. Visit site. Oh, it even shows game stats. I hadn't seen this. I had just seen like other stats. Here, let me share this tab instead. Hopefully nothing crazy pops up. If it does, nobody say anything. Okay. Can I share this a different way? Maybe like this. We'll do this for now. Let me whoop. There we go. And then make this a little, well, it can't get any bigger. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So this is kind of interesting. Look at this. We got all the stats here. Oh my goodness. Whoa, we've even got video. Whoa. Wolves wise stats. Oh my gosh. We got to get a sponsorship up in here. This is nuts. Okay. I love this. And then they've got on the floor. Oh, this is like live in the game. Team stats. Wow. Okay. Well, shout out. Look at how close this got. This is ridiculous. Yeah, they got to win 4. I mean, there was no time left, but still. That's pretty awesome. Well, we're definitely going to have to check that out at some point. I don't know how to use that right now, but I seriously do appreciate you sharing that link because we will definitely. I said it last time. I also have another idea that I want to do where I was kind of thinking we could do something similar to like the IMDb rankings or ratings for like individual television shows, like individual episodes. We could do that for like games. Like we could just have a game score that somehow all of you guys and myself like contribute to. There's like a me voting and then like a fan voting type of thing. So that we could look back at the season like an IMDb thing. I think that would be kind of fun. We got Wolves wise statistics in here. I love it. Look at everything. Okay, but tier list. Remember, if we get to 50 likes, ticket giveaway for Thursday. And that's a good game, I think, because that's the NBA Paint merchandise dropping, and you have to be at the game to do it. So even just to get the ticket, even just to get the merch, that would be valuable. But anyways, W sponsor, as always, W sponsor, W ad read, indeed. Whoever that guy is, amazing. Okay, let's get to it. Stats, starting with Bones Highland. Where is he buried in here? There he is. Bones Highland. He had 6 points in 12 minutes. He was 2 of 6 shooting. He had 3 turnovers and 5 fouls. Honestly, I really did not like this game from Bones. Those 2 shots like saved him at the end, but it was I don't know that it brings him up to a meh. Maybe it brings him up to a meh. I really did not like this game. But again, this isn't me hating Bones because of course I value Bones and I understand how important he is to the team. So I'm not trying to, say that he's not somebody that should be on the team. Just tonight, I hated the minutes. I really hated the minutes. And yes, he was a bit emotional. Didn't like the foul calls. He didn't end. I didn't. I mean, we need to do like a refs ranking thing too. We get so many different things that we could do. The refs tonight, I know Ant and Tyler Ford are like buddies or whatever his name is, but Like, they were terrible on both sides. Both challenges, I still don't understand. I don't know if I just saw the slow-mo one differently, like he actually hit his wrist. It really just looked like fingers to me, which is not a foul. Um, and then the other one, it's like I know he does, or Walter Clayton or whatever his name is, it pushes his hand out and hits him. But before that, Dante is fouling him. It just like those are reviewed calls too. I just don't understand. Doesn't make sense to me. Um, Anyways, back to Bones. Um, I'll go meh, but I'm really tentative about it just because I really did not like this. I really think it was a bad game. I think I'm much closer to just not enough, bud. But we won. Those shots maybe saved him a little bit. I don't know. I didn't love it. But that's enough on Bones. It doesn't really matter. Bones barely played. He only played 12 minutes. Let's throw in Kyle Anderson, who somehow looks like squat in this picture. I don't know what happened here. But get your grades in for Kyle Anderson's return to the Wolves. He played 14 minutes, had 2 points and a rebound. And that's it. They came on free throws as well. He had 2 fouls. Weirdly, I kind of think in some ways he was nice. Because I know Finch before the game said I'm probably going to play him. But I was not expecting him to play like I figured he'd be the least in minutes on the team. Like I figured this would be a reintegration, throw him in for 5 minutes just to get him kind of reacclimated. I mean, this is literally his first day with us. But I kind of feel like he was nice. I mean, like it was rough in the beginning. Like that first stint especially was like pretty gross. What was he in the first quarter? Let me see. I mean, overall in the game, he was a -5. Yeah, -5, and he was a -4 in the first. I mean, it was only 2 minutes in the first. He had 5 minutes in the second. Maybe I'm just remembering the transition from the first to the second, but it was like I don't know how to say it because it was like both better than I expected and kind of rough at the same time. So it's like both. I don't know. It was weird. Um, fine. 13 minutes. Yeah. He played. He definitely played. We're gonna go fine because I honestly, I mean, I didn't hate it, but thinking back on it, some of those minutes maybe weren't as good as I thought. It's probably what I expect for a first game back, and I think expected probably is fair. That's probably fair. Anyways, that's Kyle. Welcome back, Kyle. I am excited though. The things that I saw out there, it's like more. I'm thinking, how are we going to use that in the future? Because there were some defensive plays that he kind of messed up. Like there was that one where the C's parted and he just like ran away, which I understand he's like playing the pass out, but I don't know. It was just really weird. Next up, let's do Nas. Oh no, yeah, let's do Nas. Where'd he go? Nas Reed played 23 minutes, only had 3 points, 6 rebounds, a steal and a block. He was 1 of 8, 2 turnovers, 1 foul. If I remember correctly, his last game, he really wasn't good until the very end when it was like he did those like 3 plays. He hit a 3 and then he had those 2 like dribble drive, like transition plays where he's ooh and eyeing and smiling and whatever. But before that, I think he was actually kind of rough. So he's not been great recently, but he was also injured. I think since he got his shoulder injury, he's been a little funky. But that's okay. Also getting back from the All-Star break, it's only been a couple games. So getting him back in the flow. He actually missed a game too. I forgot about that. I mean, it's probably not enough, right? Yeah. Nas was bad. Yes, for sure. Nas was just not enough. J&E. I love you guys saying J&E. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Okay. Just not enough, bud. But we love you, Nas. It's always we love you. For everybody. Maybe except for Wancho. Wancho is maybe we don't love you. But okay, and last bench player, let's go to Ayo Dosunmu. He had 14 points in 29 minutes, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 5 of 9. Did have 3 fouls. One of those was like a phantom not foul. Again, the refs tonight were super questionable. And I just want to put this is too late now if for somebody that's going to just listen to me say the first thing that I said about the refs and then just immediately close out. But the refs, I'm not blaming the refs for us being bad in the beginning of the game. We just were playing bad in the beginning of the game. I'm just saying that the refs were highly questionable tonight. Anywho. Okay. Let's do Io. I already wrote it. I said his stats. It was a really good game. I thought this was a really good game. This was above expectations. It's maybe getting into great game category. I mean, for a bench player, for your because he's not the sixth man, because that's Nas. He's kind of like the 7 or 8. I mean, he's the 7. Like, this is a pretty great game for your 7th player. But he was nice. Iomania runs. I like that. We're gonna put that on a shirt, maybe. Ooh, we could do like the Hulk stuff. Okay, I dig it. Cash, CCJ. Oh yeah, Clark County Jail too. He was good. Also, really considering changing Clark County Jail. It's a fun one, and we might keep it out for the rest of the season. But we got to think of like defensive player of the year, Rudy type of things, because Clark's just not playing. It's kind of weird to have something, but the way Io runs, I feel like Tarzan. I feel Tarzan should say Io. I can't read that. I don't even know what you're saying. Desumu Tsunami. Yeah, what did he say? He said it and I laughed, and then I couldn't remember how he said it. What did he say? Tsunamu or Sunumu or something? I don't remember. Or did he say Desumu Tsunami? I don't remember. We should all do a meetup at Falling Knife before the game. I heard is it Falling Knife that's closing, or is it a different one? One of the breweries is closing. I don't remember. I'm not in Minnesota, but anyways, I think Io, he was nice. Easy, nice tier tonight, above expectations. I mean, if we can get this from Io every single game, sign me up. As I always say, finals run incoming. Now, on to the starters. Obviously, Ant is going to be last. Dante DiVincenzo, weird game for him. Not terrible though. I mean, like just statistic wise, it was weird. But keep in mind when I'm reading this, he was a plus 21 tonight. He was plus 21 in 30 minutes. He had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Only 3 made field goals today. Didn't hit his quota of 4. 1 turnover, 1 foul. Dante's a weird one. Because I mean, a lot of what I judge him on is his scoring, but I understand, and I said this last episode. I'm a little bit too. I don't appreciate his defense, and not defense, his scrappiness in general. Not that I'm saying that there was like a ton of that tonight that I can recall. Maybe there was. I could be wrong. I was weirdly kind of watching Randall tonight. Mostly, like I tell you guys that I usually hone in like a player or two. It was Randall tonight for some reason. It was Randall and Desumu. But Randall and Kyle. I was watching a lot of Kyle. But no, I mean, like he stats wise, it's fine, it's whatever. But when he's out there, it just does have a good feeling. There's just a different pace. I will also say he's one that's kind of like motivating people on the court. There were moments where we were kind of like bad body language, and he was giving us good body language. So I appreciated that too. But yeah, plus 21 is big. Fine for him. Fine, Dante. Fine, nice. You need to be more Dante Pelled. You hear that, Capo? You gotta be more Dante Pelled. Dante Met. I think we'll go with. Oh, he did have 2 dunks. That's right. Love Padilla. Those dunks were in an alley oop. I think we're gonna go nice. I mean, you can't ignore the plus 21, but also it's like it's this game. It's unfair to him, but it just felt sort of unnoticed. I don't know how to describe it because I don't have any like pinpoint plays that I can point to and be like, yeah, this, and this were the plays that really turned the tide. I mean, like I mentioned a couple, but yeah. Anywho, that's Dante. Next up, let's do Rudy. Rudy was a monster in that 3rd or 4th quarter. What did he have? Yeah, in the 3rd quarter, he had 8 rebounds of his 12 for the game. Oops, what the heck did I just do to the stream here? But Rudy, let me get back here. I don't know what is going on here. He had 5 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, only 1 of 2, 3 of 6 from the line, still just 50% from the line. Did have 4 fouls, a couple weird fouls. But the rebounds in that third quarter were crazy. It felt like every single play Rudy was getting a rebound. And maybe it's true, he had 8. But yeah. Let's see. Where are we in chat here? I got to pull up Rudy. There we go. HSD third meh rest of the game. Yeah, HSD third meh rest of the game. For real. That's kind of what I feel. Also, this felt in the beginning of the game, it was like maybe not the very beginning, but when Rudy came back in for his second stint, it was like, okay, this is going to probably be one of those games where we just have to heavily rely on Rudy, and like the off Rudy minutes versus the on Rudy minutes are going to be very evident. And then he comes back in and gets a foul like within the first couple minutes. Really annoying. It felt like a game that we probably, because he only played 26 minutes. It felt like a game where we maybe could have used a couple more minutes from him to really steady some things at like second quarter, and I mean beginning of the game too. But he was out there at the beginning and was not good either. So I think I'm gonna go with fine. I think I'm just gonna go, yeah, exactly, fine. He was okay, and we'll put him right next to Kyle. That's so fitting for the return. Okay, Jaden McDaniels. He's up next. At 16 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was 6 of 8 shooting, 4 of 4 from the line. Honestly, kind of unnoticed. Not in a bad way, though. I will say some of his buckets came in moments where I was like, thank goodness we need to just get something here. And I feel like they were on not broken plays entirely, but plays where it was kind of like, well, Ant's just ISOing or Julius is just ISOing. And then somehow Jaden gets the ball and he's able to just put it in. So I felt good about that. But kind of a quiet game from Jaden. Fine, nice, cash. That spin move was so clean. Yeah, that's true. He was nice. Butterfly would say nice. Butterfly would not say nice. She would say HSD minimum at least 52 wins. HSD possibly even talk of A1. Underrated to the casuals, to the everydayers, respect. He's an assassin, a slim slam. We're gonna go with, I think we'll go nice. But again, I just don't have a lot to say. I feel bad, but I just don't. So I'm gonna be quiet like Jaden and say nothing. Or just write on a piece of paper Nas read like he did for that kind of cool thing. Every game is A1 for Butterfly. Indeed. She actually will be telling her grandkids. That's the thing. Butterfly's not kidding when she says these things. Man, he has to shoot more. 6 of 8 is crazy good. Yeah, I think he's just being smart with it, because I think he knows games where he maybe feels good and doesn't feel good. He's been able to shoot a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, if he's shooting this well, we have to figure out how to make that even more and take even more out of that well to like really like, okay, I want him shooting 10 of 14. Like, I don't know that it'll go out to that, but all right, everybody's favorite, Julius Randle. Get your grades in for Julius. I was really hoping, I was expecting a triple-double from Julius today. And the reason I say that is because I think I took this differently than most people. But before the game, Rudy Gobert was getting interviewed. So was Kyle Anderson, just like players normally do. But Rudy Gobert was like, or asked, what is like going to be the biggest, what is the nicest thing about Kyle? Or what is like the thing that you're looking forward to most, or something to that degree? And like Kyle Anderson coming back to the team. And he basically just starts laughing and says, he passes me the ball. And he passes to his teammates, and then he kind of regroups, and then he laughs again and just says, yeah, he just passes, he's unselfish. And it's like, so I know there was Ant and, Ant being told to pass by Finch. So I understand that that's probably more of what people are thinking. But honestly, I took that way more as like a hint to Randle to not pass to pass the ball, which then tonight Randle specifically did not pass to Rudy like 7 different opportunities in under 2 minutes. Um, so it was interesting, but I was really expecting a big assist game from him. Did not. Anyways, Julius Randle's stats for the night. He had 23 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He was making some good passes tonight, though. I won't say that he wasn't making good passes, but I mean, he had a lot of turnovers, but I mean, he had some nice passes that weren't completed, is what I mean. He was 7 of 15, 0 of 4 from 3. He's got to figure out his 3-point shot before we get back to the playoffs. We can kind of survive this right now, but we cannot survive him shooting 0%. I mean, when is the last time this guy made a 3? I mean, I think he made a couple last game, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just been so long since we've had threes that are consistently going in for him. So that's my wish for this. But no, it ends up being a fine game. I don't really have any. I mean, I do have problems with this game because he still does not look great. He's had some moments. He's had some time. I mean, obviously scoring 23 points isn't nothing, especially for how he's been playing recently. But it's just, you know, I keep saying the same things, and it's bound to happen when we have a daily show like this. But like, Julius is an important player, like Finch says. And if we can get him playing well, aiming for a triple double, it's just going to be the best version of the team, I think. So I hope that, you know, this can continue. I'm not saying he's not playing with effort. He is playing sometimes with too much effort. He's trying to compensate. I don't know why his shot is so off. I know he shot 7-15. That's not like terrible, but like, it's just, if you watch the games with him, he has just not looked super comfy. Tonight was better, but like, it's just not good. So, yeah, I think you're right, but I don't know. I could see how somebody could take that the other way. A1 for Julius because he made some of those free throws. He missed some too, though. What did he end up with? He was 9 of 12. For some reason, I only remember the 3 misses. I would go fine. Julius is shooting like 24% from 3. It's crazy. It's seriously crazy, Kron. 5 turnovers. Yeah, I didn't say that. He is bad. Tonight we had 5 bigs that can't shoot. That's crazy. Give Randall the live will pay off. Love will pay off. I see. Randall is gutting it out on offense. Gutting it out, but the offense is horrid. It really is. It's so ugly. Having him not make threes at a somewhat consistent rate will be our downfall. The paint clogs up. Ant gets, yeah, exactly. And Randall's getting some opportunities. I just feel like he's hesitating because he's even getting some open opportunities. But you're 100% right. But that's what I'm saying. Get him in the gym shooting threes constantly before the playoffs. Because if he can start hitting threes in the playoffs, you know, there's kind of a beauty in playing poorly and winning. Because if you're playing poorly and winning, teams can't game plan against you. Because what's a team supposed to do I mean, they can learn from some of the defense. I mean, you just full court press the entire game until you get too tired and lose the game. Like, how is a team supposed to take that, you know? But in Julius especially, if he's playing bad for the rest of the regular season, but then in the playoffs starts hitting threes, I mean, these teams are just going to be so cooked. Like, to a degree, that's what happened to the Lakers. Julius was playing well going into the playoffs last year, though. But, you know, Julius, we had that first game against the Lakers, we had everybody shooting like lights out insanity from 3. So if we have something like that happen, I mean, I'd love to. I am definitely like wishing that into existence because we are nowhere near that. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. He has had back issues. He has. That is true. I hope that back gets healed up before the playoffs because this is not okay. But for tonight, I'm going to go with fine. And I know some of the Julius fan club members out there will not like this. But this is honestly kind of what we expect from him. Maybe not exactly these numbers, like 11 rebounds is a little bit higher. 23 points might be a little bit higher. 4 assists might be a little lower. 5 turnovers is a little bit higher. So, you know, I think it's fine. I think it ends up being fine. But now, our sweet baby boy, Anthony Edwards, get your grades in. By the way, if we get to 50 likes, take a giveaway. I only see 20 likes on the stream right now. You guys are gonna make me quit. Exactly, Bowtie Blizzy. Anthony Edwards. Get your grades in for Anthony Edwards. He had 41 points in 37 minutes. We gotta look at this. Look this up. We gotta see how many times he's scored more points than minutes he's played this year. Because as like the top player on a team, most top players play like 35 to 40 minutes. I mean, he's done this a lot. I feel like I've said this a lot. Anyways, 41 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals, and a block. A really nice block. He was plus 13, 15 of 29, 7 of 13 from 3. Finally gets a really good 3-point shooting game. 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. I mean, this is a fantastic game. There's really no other way to say it. I think, I don't remember who said it earlier. Maybe it was it Love Fadina or somebody else? I don't remember. If this is a playoff game or really just any game against a team that's not the tanking Memphis Grizzlies, it's A1. But because it's not, it has to be HSD. Also, it was an insanely ugly game until Ant started scoring there in the 4th. But this is pretty easy. I'm not going to keep you guys in suspense. I think this is HSD. This is incredible. I will say, a part of me was considered, because I was, after he started hitting those threes and really just closing out the game again. He started taking some shots and they were keeping him. He was so tired and he was trying to get to 40 points, which I understand that there's importance behind that. I understand that there's money involved. There's awards involved. There's just general fan awareness involved. So I get that it's important, but there's been so many times with Ant where we're trying to get him 40 or trying to get him 50. And it's by so many, of course, I'm not saying this has been dozens of times, but there have been times where we are trying to get him to a certain number and it is hurting the team, because it did hurt us tonight. The Grizzlies we were up by 17 and it got to a 4-point game. So a portion of me considered dropping this down to 52 wins because of that. But that's a little bit more of the whole team. Julius was doing behind the back passes at the end of the game. What the hell are we doing? And then somebody else did something stupid. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, well, Ant also should have been called for 2 not backcourt violations, 8-second violations. One was close. The other one was he was not across the line. And then the third time it was kind of close too. It's just all bad. But anyways, I'm complaining again. All the people that think I hate Ant are confirming their beliefs right now. No, Anthony Edwards was HSD tonight. As I said at the top of the stream, we just can't take this for granted. This is incredible that we're able to watch this. And I do not take it for granted. Watching games like tonight especially is man, I almost wasn't even worried at any point, even when we were down, because we were down by how much at one point? We were down by 11 in the first quarter, and they continued applying pressure through the second quarter as well. I got to be honest, I just wasn't ever super worried, because I believe in Ant and I believe in the team around Ant to bring us back in the third or fourth quarter. And it happened, I'm not celebrating because it's the Grizzlies, but I wasn't super concerned. I just know the team can do it. So, anywho, there's your team. There's your tier list. How about it? What do you say? But remember, we usually throw against bad teams. Exactly. He should go up on the MVP ladder as we win more games. I certainly hope so. I don't personally care too much about MVP. I care way more about playoff success. I care more about making it only to the Western Conference Finals than I do Ant getting an MVP. I want Ant to get an MVP for himself, and I believe he's deserving, but I'm not really, and maybe this is unfair to Ant, but I'm just not putting that much effort into that whole discussion about Ant being MVP, because to me, it's just yet another example of the refs, the media, and the fans, even just the national media fans and everything, discrediting Minnesota as a state, discrediting the teams in Minnesota, discrediting the fans in Minnesota. It's so for me, it's frustrating, but it's been very frustrating for decades. Um, so I don't care about that, and I would rather have his play speak for him. And then if it doesn't go, then that's motivation for all of us to go win a title. So, bro thinks he's on the team. Yeah. Um, is that us trying to get him that number, or is he just trying to take over the game a little bit too much? I think tonight specifically, Everything Addict was us trying to get him that number. Some other times, you're right. It is just a little bit more Ants trying to take over. Like the game in which there was the Finch and Ant kind of like spat or whatever. Um, that was Ant trying to just take over the game. I don't have a problem with that. It's this kind of game where it's like we're up by 15, 17 points. It's like, do we need somebody to be taking over with up 17? But I totally hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. Let's see. Big hater for real. Can I order an HSD shirt? I don't know. Can you? It might be link in the bio. You can. Anyways, where are we? Got to catch up. Is Jaden the most underrated player in the league? Parentheses, he is. He is definitely a very, very underrated player. I don't know that he's the most underrated because I'm sure that there's players that even us aren't as aware of. But he definitely is underappreciated by the league as a whole. I think he's underappreciated by fans. I don't know that he's underappreciated by players because, like I was saying against Denver, I think Murray hates playing against him. I will say I went back to the film. Jaden's defense was not as good as I had thought in the last stream. I admit, hands up, hands behind your back. I don't know. It wasn't as good as I thought. It still wasn't bad, but and Jamal still gets very frustrated with that amount of length on him. But I think players very much are like, I do not want to play against Jaden. So I think players understand it. I don't think the media does it all. And I think, I don't know, maybe we're going to have to look at Wolves Wives statistics to see some defensive stats. I can't speak. But we're going to have to see if there's because maybe there's some advanced numbers or something that, because Rudy's appreciated by that. And I don't know if that's just numbers based or if that's something else. So have you heard of Rudy? Thoughts on Iran? I mean, I have nothing. Ready to order, but no HSD shirt. Want no HSD shirt? What are you talking about? There's definitely some HSDs in there. I'm positive. But if you just go to Wolves, what is it? WolvesAfterDark.store. You just got to go to like all apparel or t-shirts or something like that. And then you'll find it. Now you're making me question, did I take that down or something? What happened here? Oh, let's see. .store. Well, now my internet's not working somehow for this. Maybe the shop is down. Who knows? Who wears the duck outfit to the Wolves game is a true WOD legend. Yes. I don't know what's going on. For some reason it's not working. So it might be the website's problem. It's not. I don't run it. Don't yell at me. But anyways, upcoming schedule for the Wolves. Play Thursday and Saturday. Oh shoot, we play Saturday. But we play Thursday. We play against the Toronto Blue Jays. And then the Vancouver Canucks. No, we play the Raptors. And then we play the Magic on Saturday. And then, as I mentioned, next week is the LA, California trip where every game is at midnight Central. But no, Thursday night is the next game. Oh gosh, asks, do you go to every Portland and Minnesota game in Portland? Obviously, I try to. Normally, yes. However, this year the opening day was in Portland, and one, I didn't want to miss stream on day one, so I said no. And also, tickets were too expensive because even the bad teams. I'm not trying to say Portland's bad, but coming into the season, they were not expected to be that good. Um, people still had hope, so tickets were expensive, and I was like, I'm not doing that. So the combo of those two things made me not do that. But normally, yes, I try to. It is a little bit of a drive, but it's kind of fun. Sometimes stay in a hotel overnight, sometimes drive back the same night because it's only like a 3-hour drive. But we lose, Raptors destroy Magic. I think it's the opposite. But I do want to see us move to the East. Not gonna lie, Portland is one of my favorites, so that's kind of sick. Yeah, no, I actually went to their merch shop. I didn't end up buying anything, but I love Portland. I love Portland, the city. I love Oregon, honestly, in general. I moved out to the West Coast from Minnesota because I was like, I thought I would really love Seattle, and I do love Seattle. But as I've been out here more and more, I'm like, man, Seattle's a little bit better for like tourism. Like if you're gonna visit and go on vacation, Seattle's like the place to go, and I enjoy it still. I still love it, but it's definitely built more for that. Whereas Portland's like where people live. I feel like people live in Seattle area, but Portland's like it's better to live in. I feel like, but it's also a very cool basketball team. Cool stuff there, but Blazers are a cool team. Shame they aren't playing better. Well, now they aren't. They've lost a few in a row, I think. I haven't really watched them since that game, but I think they're on like a pretty bad streak, right? I gotta look at it now. Oh yeah, winning. I also forgot that winning is important because we're tied with the Rockets still. Yeah, the Blazers. Oh, they've only lost 2, but they're 5-5 in their last 10. Who else is playing tonight? Houston did Houston play tonight? No, Houston plays. I don't know. They didn't. Did they play tonight? Am I just missing this? Doesn't look like they played tonight. So they must have how many games off do they have? Am I stupid? Where are they? Oh, they play Thursday against the Warriors. We need the Warriors to win. I want to go in the third. Anyways. Last thing I was going to say. Is anybody going to go to Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago? Because I think I am. And if you are, let me know. Also, if you want to be friends with me on Pokemon Go, I'm pretty dang serious about it. And I've actually thought recently about starting to make content on it because I play it so much. So let me know if you're interested in Pokemon Go content as well. Wouldn't stop doing Wolves After Dark, but add me. I should put my friend code in the description. And yes, it still exists. Anyways, that's enough. Oh yeah, is she? Okay, perfect. We're gonna have to do a meetup. Me and Alexa. Streamers unite. That was actually me, Dipley. That was actually me. They play the Spurs, Raptors, and Nuggets Sunday through Wednesday. They play the Spurs, Raptors, and Nuggets. Okay. I like that. Oh, did you put your friend code in there? You're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to put it. I don't know why. YouTube is just like hiding everything. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for me. I started talking about Pokemon Go, and we gained 20 viewers on the stream for some reason. If you want Pokemon Go friend code, I'll put it in the Discord or something. Did we get to 50 likes? We did not get to 50 likes. We're at 34. I'll give it 60 more seconds. If we can get to 50 likes, we'll do a ticket giveaway. We'll talk about Pokemon Go for 60 more seconds. Not a pokey from Smokey, but get it on. Okay. Josh, I love your comments. I don't understand any of them, but I love them. Rockets are definitely taking 2 L's in that stretch. I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah. Where are we at? 35 likes? I don't think we're getting there, guys. I said I'd give it 60 seconds, but we kind of got to get some places. Anyways, that's it for me. 52 wins still possible. I think we now are officially, I mean, it's razor thin margins here, but we are, I think, on pace now for 50 or 52 wins. Because let's see. Let's do the math real quick. What win percentage would we need? Oh, 634. I had it in my calculator still. Actually, we're slightly below that. So we're still on pace for only like 51 wins. But it is still possible. Did you see any shiny? No. But I got a shiny 100. No, what am I? I'm forgetting what it was now. I got to pull it back up. Where are you? I got a shiny 100 Heracross. I was really hoping for a shiny Halucha, but I did not get Halucha. But I'll take Heracross. And then I did a ton of the Dragonite Mega Raids and the Malamar Raids. Anyways, all right, that's it for me. 52 wins, still possible. Off to play Pokemon Go. Intro as the outro. I will see you guys Thursday night after we beat the Blue Jays in the World Series Super Bowl. See you.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.